Hello, beautiful people. It's great having you on the show today, and welcome to another episode. It is what it is. Talk show where they talk as EB. This is Viewpoint. On the show, we talk about the latest trends and developments between the underlying issues and challenges as we dive into the world of entertainment, politics, health, education, lifestyle, power of community, you just name it. All you need to do is sit back, relax, and engage in our conversations. My name is Hadiza Galadima, and right here with me in the studio are my co-hosts, Confidence.
Hello.
We have Mr. Brown.
Thank you.
And Rachel.
Hello.
All we do on the show is spark meaningful conversations, inspire change within our community as we engage in honest dialogue. And now straight to the business of the day. Let's get started. Abraham Lincoln once said, nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Today we will be talking about up-to-the-minute issues in the country. Firstly, we will talk about the viral video of the Nigerian Senate President Godswill Akpabio, his statement on senators getting holiday allowance. We will also explore a controversial topic, breach of promise to marry. And lastly, we will talk about procrastination. All this and more after the break.
Experience the acceleration of Oweleketv. Get the latest news from the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry to the pulse-pounding realm of sports. We provide accurate and up-to-date information, exclusive interviews with top political analysts that will leave you craving more. Our team of professionals delivers captivating content from Nigeria and beyond. Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleket.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. This is Viewpoint, talk show where they talk as EB. A viral video of Senate President Godswill Akpabio on Wednesday morning was posted, and he was heard saying the clerk of the National Assembly has disbursed funds into the accounts of the upper chambers to enable them enjoy their holiday, quote unquote. In order to enable all of us enjoy our holidays, a token has been sent to our various accounts by the clerk of the National Assembly. Akpabio withdrew his statement immediately after deliberating with some of his colleagues, rephrasing his statement by saying, prayers have been sent to mailboxes to assist you to go on a safe journey and return. Nigerians have taken to social media to knock the Senate President Akpabio and the leadership of the country. In a reaction, a netizen, which is a term for people who are always online, who is Ernest Ruthmon, tweeted, the annoying part is that this bunch of thieves just sit down in the hall doing nothing year in, year out, still share taxpayers' money at every given opportunity. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have your take.
This is the part where I do. It is finished.
As in, you don't wash your hand with hypo, come for Nigeria matter. What's your take? And do you agree with Nigerians?
And they look
What's your take?
You're looking at me.
Because you are.
So, like, you have to hold
He
on.
reached to do like that. He reached. Because, really, a token to travel for vacation. They did not have tokens before. They didn't have money. They were going on vacation. They didn't have. It's Nigerian money that they want to use and go on vacations. And we're complaining that the people are hungry, that there are things that are lacking. Minimum wage has not been touched. Some people have been working for months and months, and the government has not paid them. And what Akpabio is concerned about is the clerk giving tokens.
Yes.
These
For
tokens
holiday.
we're talking about
Just
right
one
now
holiday.
is in millions.
Yes, now just to go on holiday,
Just
they
to
are
go on
paying
holiday.
you.
And then when he realized himself, because you know God will always catch his people. When he realized himself, he said his prayers to mailboxes. See the stupidity of the statement. Like, it doesn't even align. There's so much misplaced priority in this country, and it's obvious that this regime is just really out to milk this nation. You know, when I say
squeeze it.
Because Shehu Sani came out and said this has been happening for the longest time. It's just that Akpabio mistakenly blew the alarm.
Exactly. We've always known that they were collecting sitting allowance, wardrobe allowance, all those allowance.
Coughing.
Rachel, bro, just
okay. My own take. It's obvious that these guys are milking Nigerians.
Yes, now.
From 70, is it 70
70 billion for furniture.
And
Hey.
we are still talking about giving the poor families, average Nigerians, right? 8,000. How many families have gotten 8,000 so far? Have you heard?
I've not heard.
We're still talking
Now-
about
I'm not
increment
heard.
of minimum wage.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Families that are supposed to get 8,000 naira, no families have gotten. I've not heard. Now, these guys have gotten tokens already into their mailboxes
Prayers.
with prayers to travel. Now, salary increments, minimum wage, fuel subsidy, and all of these things are not being looked into. But these guys are comfortably doing their own self, like doing good to their own self, consecutive times. Do you understand that Akpabio needs to come and tell Nigerians what he meant?
By
Yeah.
the token.
One, come to tell Nigerians why he rephrased the statement.
Yes.
If it wasn't supposed to be a private thing, he shouldn't have rephrased it.
I think he said that out of overexcitement.
Excitement?
Yeah.
Now God catch him.
It was the finger of God. Do you get? So everybody knows that, okay, this is a clear theft. So this is what they do. Nigerians are tired. I'm tired. I guess you're also tired. So we cannot do anything about it.
That's the
That's
sad
just
part.
the thing.
That's the sad part.
Rachel.
Okay, so just like Brown said, the same senators who spent 70 billion naira, who budgeted 70 billion naira just for furnitures and chairs for repairs, the same senators who would hear one time like that, they came out to say they need, I think 250 billion naira is what they earn, and then I think they debunked it. Yes, I saw that. I think I saw that on Vanguard. They came out and said 250 million naira is what each senator earns as a salary. Now, these same people will still come out to tell Nigerians. I think Tinubu was the one who said, you pass sacrificing, just keep sacrificing and just keep, managing and keep enduring. This same government will still come out again to say they want to give 8,000 naira. This same government will still come out and say want to help the poor masses, want to give them. These are the same people who are now giving themselves. We don't even know how much that money is. And trust me, it is not 100,000.
A heavy token.
It is not 1 million.
Because they're going on vacations, on holiday. Senators are supposed to be working.
Now, these are the people who want to now share money. Who they've shared the money.
Not
Like
want to share.
they want to.
They've shared it. Yeah.
Now, this thing is so obvious because when I watched the video, Akpabio, he already said that thing, with smiles on his face. And then I think he realized that he was on national TV and
Not
he kept
he
mute.
realized, they called him to...
He kept
to
mute
order.
for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
He kept
Oh
mute
my
for a
goodness.
while and he was looking. And then I think he was trying to calculate what to say and he said,
Prayers of
Prayers.
the
prayers sent to the really mailboxes. And then you could see people, you see one person rush to him,
And talk to
whispered
him.
something to him, and then he was just blabbing on the mic. Another person came. Now, this with everything we've seen, this is not a question of what does he mean he should explain. This is a question of what should be done to Akpabio. And like Brown said, this one is not like it's a new thing. It's something they've been doing. But he just casted the whole thing. Yes. And I'm sure it's a mistake on his part. So it's not even just Akpabio. It is the system that needs to change.
Definitely.
They need to look. You see the senators. I don't want to call them thieves. I did not call you thieves.
But it's what
I
it
don't
is.
want to call them thieves.
It is what it
But
is.
we need to look. These people need to be looked into, from their salaries to their sitting allowances to their wardrobe allowances to everything, every allowances to their salaries to this allowance, that allowance. They need to be looked into. People are suffering. I feel like a major part of Nigeria's money the little taxes, pepper, salt, maggi that people are selling, that the poor people are selling, they'll gather all the taxes. They are the ones sitting on it and eating it. It is not just looking into Akpabio now and looking at what he said. It is looking into the whole system. That you see that place they are sitting, the money that they consume there, the money you see, the same people that will say we use so billion naira for repairs. Wasn't at the time you saw that video that went viral where rain was falling and the water was leaking. So the whole place was, and then you'll be wondering, so why is this money going into? They need to be looked into.
Sorry, let me say something before the end of the show. So, this set of senators, when it comes to themselves, we all know that they are selfish people.
Very.
Whenever it comes to doing something for the masses, they promise, and it's either they go 2%.
That is if they go at
That is if they. That's why I use 2%. If they go 2%, they stop there. And whenever it comes to dealing with themselves, we don't even hear the process of doing it.
Exactly.
We just hear the process of done.
Yes, by mistake.
And then when you look at the results of what they said they were going to do for the masses, there's nothing to show for it. Like you've been a senator for how many years? And
that's why
your constituency.
That's why they don't want to leave that place.
Exactly.
Anyone that enters there does not want to leave.
Nigerian politics is a battle. That is why you see people killing themselves
to go into.
Why are you killing someone to go to somewhere you want to serve? You want to make other people feel comfortable. Why? Why would you kill someone to go and pack dustbin? If there are no goals there. So invariably you are going there because you know you are going to be comfortable.
Not just comfortable, you're going exactly.
Now let me end this. Sorry, I'm taking time. These guys are comfortable. What happened if Nigerian government entirely scaled their salaries, their stuffs, their allocations, whatever, what do we call it?
Allowances
down. So don't give us 8,000. We don't need 8,000 there. Take the money to the economy, like use it for the betterment of Nigeria.
Let's see it.
But what exactly do they want to scale down? Look, you can scale down. You can scale down something that is in a payroll. If like this is a normal thing for the government, okay, we're paying senators this allowance, but it's not there. It's just like they are stealing this money. This thing came out by mistake. So it's not, look, if you go and even check the government, maybe their dashboard or whatever for the payroll, you will not see these things there that they are giving them. So there's no how they want to scale it down.
But there are people who know. If you follow people who know politicians, you will know the actual truth.
Of course, that's why we said it.
That's what
there's nothing we can do about it.
Look, this thing is happening. They are stealing the money. It is not like a normal thing. It's just like in a company where there's payroll. Okay, we'll pay cleaner this amount. Okay, this person will pay you your clothing allowance or whatever allowance. It's a different thing if it is written, if it is like a normal thing to be done. But this one is not a normal thing to be done. So how do they scale something you are stealing? Even if they say, even if they want to stop it,
just there, but the real thing, the thing that is going on.
I think it needs the exposure. Someone just needs to expose.
Those people need to go out of all of them.
Really, and there needs to be a restructure. When somebody comes out and blows that whistle, they end up disappearing.
The question is who is going to expose
exactly.
And who will have the mind in the same government?
All of them, they are all the same.
So we have the likes of Shehu Sani that comes out to say things once in a while. You cannot do anything once in a while. You just said it because there was one that said they normally get these bonuses and these allowances. Only that Akpabio just made the mistake of blowing the alarm. That was just it. So you have yours out there. We would love to have your take as regards this topic we just discussed right now. Do get involved in our comment sections. We would love to hear from you, all right? Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Moving on to our next topic, we will be talking about breach of promise of marriage. This refers to a situation where one party refuses to marry the other party after the two parties have agreed to get married. Breach of promise to marry is considered a civil matter that is governed by a contract law. So if one party breaches a promise to marry, the other party can sue for damages. That is, if the promisor broke the engagement, the promisee could sue for damages to cover the cost of expenses they incur during the engagement, the emotional stress they suffer, and the damage to their reputation. So now, what are your thoughts as regards breach of promise to marry? Rachel.
First of all,
Remember,
Okay,
is our civil rights.
yeah, if this kind of thing happens, I know it's a civil right, but if this kind of thing happens, first of all, I'll thank God. Yes. Yes.
I think I
I'll,
understand that.
no, I will thank God because for you to leave me maybe for let's say 10 years, for instance, we're together for 10 years, and then you just broke it like that, then I will thank God, because if we should get married, I don't know what you will turn into in that marriage. It's better to break up when we are dating or when we're courting than to get married and then you just live like that. So first I will thank God. Although I'm a very wicked person, so I will deal with you. But first I will thank God.
I don't think she meant that.
Selfish.
I don't think she meant that.
I'll thank God, yes, because you've only shown your true color. You've only shown who you really are. But then again, even if I take you to court, it will not change anything. It will not bring back the years I've wasted. It will not bring back the emotional whatever. It will not bring back anything. The only thing is I'm just punishing you like a physical punishment. And if they are saying they want to put you in jail, even if it's for 100 years, it does not change anything. If they say, okay, you're going to pay a fine of 1 million naira, it does not bring back anything. That years has been wasted. So my advice is this. First of all, I don't see a reason why you should go into a relationship with someone. I know of a lady who was in a relationship with this man for 10 years and they got married. Yes, I know them one-on-one. I know them personally. They got married after 10 years of dating, of courting. But first, I don't think, look, the possibility of that thing working is, I don't even know how many percent to give it now. It's not like it doesn't work for people. But I don't see a reason why you should be in a relationship with someone for that kind of number of years. Except that, okay, maybe people are building something to give. You have an agreement, okay, want to build this thing, and in fact 5 years is too much. Look, this person should be able to tell you should be able to understand what you have. Okay, we are dating to get married. When do you want to marry me?
Exactly.
Yes, I want to marry you. Okay, so why can we not get married in the next 2 years? I cannot marry you in the next 2 years because I need to work, I need to get money, I need to do this. Understandable, but we cannot keep going and going 10 years, 15 years.
What
and
if things don't work out in that 10 years?
Things that cannot work out when you're dating. Look, I think the only thing is I love a loud wedding. But then again, yes, I do. But then again, something that you cannot achieve in 10 years of dating. Get married and continue trying to achieve that thing in that marriage. Because your date is the same thing. The only difference is that they've not joined you together, that your husband and wife. It's the same thing. You're not even the knack for that 10 years. Well,
I have a question for you though.
yeah.
And you, Adiza.
All right.
According to the question, does it have to do with people who are dating or people who are engaged?
It can be as long as there is a promise. As long as there is a promise of marriage.
In
That
this
is
context, you're
courtship.
people who are engaged.
Engaged.
Yes.
Okay, so that is like courtship.
My question comes to you right now. Now, what if the problem
It's from
is
you.
from you, the lady?
And you left.
If the problem
And you
is
decide
from
to-
me,
Yeah.
if the problem is for me, then why do I need to take you to court?
Why does he
No,
need to
and
do
now,
that?
like what if she is the one
Then-
that decided to leave the
No.
Yeah, and he
relationship?
decides to take her to
I want to
court.
understand the
No.
question, Brown. Okay.
What if you are the problem
Okay.
after, say, 10 years and he decides to call it quits?
Now, if I am the problem, 2 years is enough. In fact,
2
1
years is
month
too
is
much.
enough for you to know. Look.
Or no, like
Look. 5 years. I don't know the number of years to give it, but there's a way you be with a person.
You already
You people
know.
understand yourself.
You already know what
You
it
already
is you
look.
want.
If a man should court me for 10 years, and then you now say because you have these lapses, because you are not good in this part, that's why you're leaving me. I will sue you. That can be the reason why I will sue you.
then what I want to get is what
10 years
if
of your life.
after
Because
10
what-
years,
Yeah.
what if after 10 years you now decide to be the one, I want to leave this relationship?
Okay?
Okay, in
Why
that case,
you
so
not?
Hadiza, in that case, the table is now turning to me right
yeah.
now. Now, first, let me know the reasons why I'm leaving. Why am I leaving this guy? I should have known, like I said, I should have known that thing before. From
That
Are
is
you
the-
going to
that's
pay?
the problem.
No, I cannot.
Are you going to pay for damages once he takes you?
To court.
I will not leave that person. Why can I not leave that person? Because if this person has one particular comma Like I said, I should have known that command. I would have left you since.
Yeah.
I cannot be I'm wasting my time.
You will see your
I cannot
life.
imagine I started dating you at 20. And then I'm now 30. And now someone will leave you. Look, if I is to go to school, in fact, PhD, I'll be a PhD holder.
You have gotten your master's.
Do you know what I would have gotten? By maybe my first child would be like 10 years old.
Why you're student, you can't get those things.
How do you mean?
You just said in the context of being engaged.
No.
Being engaged doesn't mean you wouldn't go to school, you wouldn't do masters.
No, I'm only citing an example. Look, I cannot waste.
Give examples based on career. You are not supposed to say because you're dating someone in 10 years.
No. That's just an example. I'm not saying if you're in a relationship, you cannot go to school in that. Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
If you're talking about, okay, I should have gotten married, I should have 3 kids.
Bro, okay.
No. I'm citing an example with
the time frame.
Yes, with career and time frame. Imagine someone, even if I'm going to school, within that 10 years, there's so much to achieve. Even if I'm a PhD holder, there's so much. I cannot be in a relationship with someone for 10 years. Then I will now be the person to. Why am I leaving? Okay. Look, I don't think there's a genuine reason. I would leave.
You should have
5 years, 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
I mean,
Brown has a lot to say.
Let me say something, right? I believe I don't believe in dating for a very long time.
Engaged.
Courting for a very long time. So I'm talking about engage. When you are dating someone and there is a need to engage someone, means
you're ready to marry that person.
You are ready to do the needful. Like in a few
Although
months.
we have Lord of the Rings.
That's for them. Different people have different ways. So you are ready to do the needful in few months. I can't even see myself engaging someone for more than a year. Yes. While we are dating, why will I date you for some years and still engage you for more than 6 months or more than 1 year?
Okay, what if in a situation whereby you have everything planned out, like in fact you want to do it the next month and then
except situations beyond my control happens. But with my clear conscience, I wouldn't do that because I saw you, I approached you, I liked you, developed into love, right? We dated, okay, we got to know ourselves, right?
I got engaged.
I engaged you. I engaged you means we are going to the next phase. Now, let's start planning wedding, marriage, the whole thing. Mind you, my wedding is a ceremony. Do you understand? It's money we'll spend on the wedding day, the gowns, the whole thing. After that day, we'll continue our love story. So why wait for a very long time?
And that's why I said, though I love loud weddings, but in this case, even if you say you're trying to gather, just go to church, just you and your pastor and your parents. Just tie you together.
Exactly do that.
That's what I'm saying. Just do something little and continue that. The way you people are engaging, just continue that relationship.
Maybe
the only difference is that
when you get
this is engagement, this is marriage. That's just the difference.
Now,
I just want to ask you, like, okay, in a short period of time that you engage that person and the person decides to leave or you decide to leave.
Now, engagement, right?
Yes.
If I decide to leave, people change. People change. If I decide to leave, people change. Take me to court.
Wow.
Oh, you're ready to pay for damages.
What damages? That is if you can prove.
Yeah.
That is why I will not engage you for a very long time. So you don't say I wasted your time.
I feel like it doesn't even have to do with whether you engage this person for 10 years. You've promised to marry this person.
Yes. Even if it's 1 year.
Even if it's 6 months and the person decides to take you to court.
If you follow my ideologies, I won't engage you for a very long time. And I am not a fan who will date you for years.
Okay. So even if it's
just 3 months and the person and you
3 months is quite short.
No, it's not short. You promised marriage.
Yeah.
I will marry you.
Okay.
Then you left the person.
Exactly.
So when you are taking me to court and you want me to pay for damages
for
promising, I will prove to the court why I'm leaving.
But what if she now say because of the emotional damage and
emotional
investment?
I'm myself.
For you to leave.
Yes. Do you think leaving someone means that you are, or if you are leaving someone not because of cheating, not because of the person cheated, there are some certain things.
The person's character.
Do you know that if I'm leaving you maybe because of some certain characters, you don't putting in a relationship while I got you, you are going to hurt me because you didn't show me the real you.
So the both of you pay damages.
Yeah, come on, take me to the point. Yeah.
Yes, I really think, when Hadiza had mentioned this off camera, I just started laughing because I told her, I said, people are just so dramatic. This is like something that white people would do because honestly, Africans, we don't have that strength. Although I know that, most times it's divorce cases. I don't think I've ever heard of somebody going to court and, you enter. Like, I tried to imagine it, and the more I thought about it, the funnier it got. Entering the court, you pay a lawyer, and then the judge is saying, because the lawyer is saying my defendant.
No confidence. In Nigeria, what we do
it's so
by 2 a.m. we just go naked. I stand in the middle of a street and swear.
I feel like for me personally, the whole thing is dramatic. I know that dating, being engaged, and then I have a lot of friends it has happened to, and I'm not trying to like disrespect anybody, but it's not funny. You being in a relationship with somebody, you've loved this person, you've invested, whether it's 1 or 2 years, it's something, it's a part of your life. It's a part of the timeline in your life. It's not easy for the person to walk away, it's not easy for you to leave, because there's some things that truly you can tolerate in a relationship, in courtship, that you don't think you can. That's why there's courtship. It's a period of knowing yourselves and telling yourself the truth. I can't deal with this, so if you can't work together to address this issue, I don't think marriage is suitable for us. You understand? But you see the part of going to court, suing this person, you're just being dramatic.
It won't even bring
for
back
me
anything.
personally, you people are just because it's waste of resources. You will pay lawyer. You will pay the lawyer. You will go to court. You will drag. You will argue. They will adjourn. Like it's
like you said,
dramatic.
a case of dramatic, like Nigerians being dramatic. And Brown said something earlier when we started the show where he said case of selfishness and wickedness. So they feel, okay, what if the plaintiff now decides to, because I want to punish this person or I want to wicked this person, he must pay. Even if I'm going to spend my own money, at least he's going to pay for damages. So I'll get my money back from
look,
him.
That's what I said.
That is why I said, take me to court.
Even if I don't see a reason why I should go to court.
Yeah.
I don't see a reason, even if it
It's
is.
unnecessary.
I won't blame myself. I will blame
There are
myself.
some people that will just leave. It will hurt, but they'll walk away.
Yes.
Some people that tell you they dodge the bullets, but I feel like taking it to the legal system, like Hadiza said, is a civil right. But be sensible.
I will blame myself. We talked about red flags.
They came to your house. They did not steal from you. It's that somebody left you and you want.
Get my point too. Like I said, it might not be about cheating,
Mm-hmm.
but me, myself, that's calling it quits. You hurt me. That is why I don't want the hurt to linger. Just for us to continue this thing. Let's all just go.
So you
peacefully.
go to
Because-
court.
He'll go to court and he'll
No,
pay for damages.
no, I'm not saying me myself like taking you to court.
Yeah,
If
like
I call it a
taking
quit
to court.
and you take me to court,
Yeah.
I'll prove to the court that this is not the person I used to know. So if I continue this way, it's going to be hurtful to me.
So the
So
person
what
pay
if
for
they tell you
damages
to
too.
pay?
Pay for what?
The court tells you, okay, fine, we've heard you. They judge everything and say you must pay for damages because you shall left.
Well, that is when they prove I'm guilty.
All
That is
right.
when they prove I'm guilty.
All right, we don't really
Do you
have much
understand?
time on our side, so
Yeah.
let's just call the commercial break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back. And now over to our last topic for today. We will be talking about procrastination. And procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing a task or activity. We all have experienced procrastination at some point in our lives. So it is a common habit that affects a whole lot of people. Procrastination can be caused by different factors such as fear of failure, lack of motivation, perfectionism, and poor time management skills. So this can harm one's credibility and reputation, and it also affects both one's personal and professional lives. So to overcome procrastination, we need to identify the root cause of one's procrastination. Okay, so now, people of God, what's your take on procrastination, and what do you think make people procrastinate? Confidence.
You see this procrastination.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really pass.
Mhm.
All of us. It takes discipline.
Yeah.
I think one of the problems or one of the things that causes procrastination is laziness.
Exactly.
People are lazy.
Mhm.
What you're supposed to do now, you say, I'll do it later. And see, we're all guilty of it.
Yeah.
All of us. Let's not even, people should never come and be doing motivational speaking. I call it motivate because some of these people come out and they, they shake body and everything, but they are doing it, they keep doing it. It's evident in our lives. And it's not a good thing. I'm not defending it. I just feel when you set time to do something, because it's discipline. We talked about discipline in one of our shows, and we said it's not something you inherit. It's a work, like it's a daily discipline and consistency. When you get consistent at something, you become disciplined to the point that when you don't do it, your spirit, soul, your body, every part of you is like itching, like, oh, I didn't do this. So I feel like we have to attack laziness first of all. When you if you said, okay, I'm going to do this in 1 hour, try as much as possible to do it. It might be small. It's always good to start small. If you said, okay, for example, in your house, I'm going to sweep today, try as much as possible to sweep that day. It starts from all those small things. They say, call this person. Tell this person. You say, I'll call the person tomorrow. Tomorrow will come. I'll call the person tomorrow. Before you know it, what you're supposed to do in a little time that wouldn't take you so much time or effort, you've spread it in a week. And for some people it becomes too bulky. Take for example, when we're in school as students, exam is coming. Let's say exams are approaching December. We're in August. Nothing day now. We go read, no worry. Shana exam, go write down, nothing. You keep doing it until when you're supposed to be reading the courses little by little, gaining here, gaining there, you say no. Then when it gets to exam period, on Instagram we see some of it, we laugh, but this is something that affects people. When it gets to that exam period, let's say exam is first week and then you're at the ending of November, you see people almost going mad. You're like, they open this table now and books are opened everywhere and you're trying to cram a whole semester's course, a whole semester's workload in your head. Definitely you break down. So I feel like, we need to attack it from the point of when you set a task, when you set your mind on something, when you say, I will do this thing, endeavor to do it. There's a little gratification you get when you're able to. I don't know for any other person, but personally, when I say I'm going to do this and I do it, like I feel happy. I'm proud of myself because procrastination is something that affects me as well. And I try as much as possible to do. It's bad though. It's very bad. It affects me, and I used to tell myself, "You are not doing well."
But is there anything like a healthy procrastination?
I know there's
Nothing
not.
like that.
I just wanted to find out.
Where did you get that from?
I just wanted to find out. Okay, maybe you might have like reasons to wanting to move things or postpone things or delay things
That's
because
different. Procrastination is
procrastination.
It's not all right.
So, procrastination. Before we became adults, right? We were born in families. And we are adults, right? And we're going to raise kids. So I believe that we should start teaching our kids about procrastination, disadvantages of it. I will say the truth.
Yes.
Confession time.
Procrastination dealt with me as I won't say brilliant, as a smart person. I had ideas, but trying to bring them to life or more. The whole, I'm going to do this, I'm going to meet this, I'm going to write this proposal, I'm going to do this, I'm going to. It's all in your head.
Yeah.
But you cannot make that move because some other side attraction that is useless just comes in and
So you think you still have time?
Procrastination is something every parent should start dealing in their family so it doesn't affect their children. They say train up a child in the way it should go. Not just the Bible, also in all aspects of life.
Yeah.
Do you get? So while I said I'm going to say the truth though, my dad used to be morning 9 to 5. Do you get? Sometimes 9 to 5 that we don't see him by 5. We see him by 9 p.m. So it's just us going to school, coming back, going to school. Sometimes when we come back, when he's back, we already slept. Or maybe sometimes he wakes us up to watch the NTA 9 p.m. news and also. We only have that time to see him early in the morning. But then the discipline was there. Yes, I was flogged. The discipline was there. The Christian upbringing was there. But there are some certain things that we miss up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? So it's very, because of time, we might not be able to go deep into it. So there are some certain things parents should do. Setting some certain things that will enable their kids to actually know that this procrastination thing is not just about church, it's not just about school, but it's about
all walks of life.
So I'll just stop there because of time.
It's not also about prayers, because some parents, they'll be like, my child is lazy, they want to fire prayer. Sometimes it's not about prayer. Yes. I think people who procrastinate, like, we're all guilty of this thing, because even to the smallest thing, I want to wash, I want to cook, I want to clean. This place, now only me they live for house, it's dirty, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm the only person, nobody's coming to visit me, I'll do it tomorrow. And you keep doing it tomorrow. I think this thing has a lot to do with being time conscious. Time conscious in the sense that if you're someone who you're not just looking at now, you're looking at the future, you're looking ahead, then you understand how much it is for you not to procrastinate, even the smallest things. It's so important, because just Brian was saying something about having ideas in his head. This thing happened, it happened to me a certain time. You have something in your head, but just to put it down, sometimes you feel like a small thing. You're so lazy, and then boom, the next time you go out there, you see someone doing something similar, doing almost the same thing, and you're like, and you not be able to, I get this idea. I fordo, and someone else has done it.
And it looks like
you start to blame people. Exactly. So as if that person just listened to you and copied you. So it's important that when something comes to your head at that time, it's important to do it. There was a time when every tomorrow, next tomorrow. But again, when you're someone who is looking ahead, you have a lot to achieve in your career, your workplace. Look, there are people who they have a timetable daily. Okay, I wake up by 4 a.m. Okay, from 4 a.m. I'll go to work. I'll get to work this time. I close, and then I'll get home this time. Church, this is time for church. This is time for this. Then my free period. And that's why when you hear people say, even by this time, I know they sleep, you'll be thinking, now you they enjoy. Me, they quick go bed, go sleep. Some people don't go to sleep, not because they do not want to sleep, but because they have a lot. When you hear people say, I have a lot I'm doing, I have a lot, I'm busy. You should ask that person, you are not busy. It's not like you don't have something you want to do. You too, you're smart. You have a lot upstairs you want to do, but you're not busy. But this person is always busy. You're not asking, what thing they make you busy? Tell you, I know they sleep for night. Why you know they sleep for night? These are people who do not even have time. In the day, one day is not enough for them to achieve what they want to achieve. And so they are working all the time. They're doing something all the time. When they have to sleep, they go to sleep, they wake up. They are always on their toes. It's important. It's very important that we take off procrastination and you do what you want to do at the time you have to do it.
Let's have a take-home lesson. Procrastination is not just about house chores.
Yes.
Procrastination is about trying to see yourself, trying to make sure that you lift yourself from where you are to the next level. And you see yourself and you do it.
Exactly.
Do you understand? A lot of things I know how to do, school didn't teach me. And when people see me, you know how to do this one, you know how to do this one, you have vast knowledge. I said, yes, I do. Who taught you? I said, nobody taught me. When I sat up about procrastination, I had to tell myself that the way the country is going, certificate might not get you the kind of job you're looking for.
True.
So I stayed up nights to do tutorials for myself, to learn. And I disfigured, before I understood laptop, PC, Windows. I've used Windows 7, Windows XP, Ubuntu, Linux, all those old things. I had to spoil a laptop to learn. Do you understand? So a lot of people will be watching this video today. So it's not just about house chores. It's not about reading. It's about reading, but it's not just those basic things that we know. It's about your core self. Just like procrastination is just about, it's like masturbation. If you don't pray yourself out of it, if you don't work on yourself, you cannot get up from it.
And I recommend, although I don't remember the name of the author, but it's there online, Atomic Habits. They were talking about it's not just house chores, it's not just washing is not just using
Yeah.
that. I think acquiring knowledge as well, because a knowledgeable person is one who can stand anywhere to
Anywhere.
learn. So I think I also recommend, there's a book, it's called Atomic Habits. If you can get it, we can read it. I can't remember the name of the author. I think it will help as well, because some of these things, the author talked about them and how to take care of them.
And also remember that time waits for no man.
At all. I think there is time, but there's no time.
Basically, all we have just said or we're trying to say is just have self-discipline and determination, all right? Because procrastination is a common habit that can have negative consequences on our personal and professional lives, like we said earlier. So, however, with the right strategies and mindset, we can overcome procrastination and achieve one's goal any day, anytime. So that's it on today's edition. You already know. Talk show where the talk come as EB. We would love to hear from you, so be a part of our conversations by dropping your opinions in our comment sections. And don't forget to follow all our social media handles displayed on your screen for more exciting episodes of Viewpoint. Do subscribe and turn on your little notification bell on our YouTube channel at Oweleketv. Our website is oweleketv. Till we come your way again.